Welcome to English Learning and Speaking Academy. This is Sami. In this series of classes on IELTS speaking section, we want to learn something very basic. And in this journey of turning you from a basic speaker to an advanced speaker, I'll discuss about 20 sentence structures that can prove that you are an advanced speaker of speaking in English. And it will help you to create an impression on your examiner. Okay, so one by one, we will discuss those 20 sentence structures, and in this first class of this series of classes, I'll talk about the two sentence types. Okay, so let's begin. The first sentence structure that we want to talk about is conditional sentences. You know, conditional sentences are the types of sentences which are very common to be used. We frequently need to use these types of sentence structures, but the matter is that many speakers of our country make frequent mistakes while using these types of sentence structures. So I want to talk a little bit on this, but remember, we have got separate sentence structures on conditionals. I mean, we've got dedicated lecture on conditionals. If you are more interested, you may go click the link given above and just go to the class and watch it. Okay, so let's see some typical examples of conditional sentences. These are two typical examples of advanced sentences and conditionals that proves your skill in speaking English. So let's see, like one is, if it were not your help, I would not get what I have now. এখানে বলতে আছে যে তোমার সাহায্য যদি না থাকতো আমার এখন যেটা আছে সেটা আমি পেতাম না. Look, here you should be careful about the sentence structures, use of verbs, models in your sentence while speaking and using conditional sentences. There is another example which says, had I known more about it before, I would not have missed the opportunity. Well, so while making conditional sentences, ensure that you use models and verbs within your clauses accurately. This is important. And you can watch our class on conditionals and know more precisely about the structures to be used in conditional sentences. The second type of sentence that I want to talk about is try to make some sentences having subordinate clauses in your sentence, like where there is application of when, where, what, that. I mean, these subordinate clauses. So if you make these types of sentences, it really proves that you have an advanced command of speaking in English or making sentences. You are capable of using varieties of sentence structures. This is really good for achieving higher band score in IELTS speaking section. To show you some typical examples of such sentences, let's see, like a sentence is, this is what I want. Look, here I used the subordinate clause, what I want. Well, this is the noun clause. If you want to know more precisely, just look my separate video on subordinate clauses and types of clauses. Another example is, how they managed to win the match is a mystery to us. So this is another sentence where I use a subordinate clause. Try to make such sentences having such subordinate clauses in your speaking. This really proves your advanced command of your speaking and helps you create better impression on an examiner. Well, that's all for today's class. In our remaining classes, we'll talk about the remaining 18 structures that you can use in your IELTS speaking section to create a better impression on your examiner on the day of your IELTS speaking test to achieve the desired band score, higher band score in your IELTS test. Thanks for watching.